Hey, what's up? It's Coach Justin from Ultimate Baseball Training. Welcome back to another video. And today we're talking about 4 ways to stay inside the baseball. You hear it all the time. Coach is telling you, keep your hands inside the ball, stay inside the ball. But how do you actually accomplish that? How do you get it done? That's what we're gonna be talking about in today's video. Let's get started. All right, so the first thing you want to focus on when it comes to staying inside the ball is having an inside-out bat path. So in other words, the way that I love to demonstrate this is, inside out, obviously inside out, outside in would be more of an around the baseball bat path. And so here's why you don't want to do that, because the moment that your hands get out here like this, your barrel is going to follow and you're going to have an around. See how my barrel is swinging around the baseball instead of attacking, from the inside, we're going from the outside. And when you have that around the baseball approach like this, your barrel follows your knob and you're going to end up rolling your wrist prematurely, and you're going to hit, the only way you can hit this ball is by rolling your wrist. So you're going to roll your wrist, you're going to end up making contact with the top half of the baseball. You're not going to hit it flush, and you're going to hit a top spin rollover ground ball to the shortstop. So we don't want to do that. We never want to have an around the ball bat path. Focus on, just mentally, you want to stay connected. You want to have an inside out swing, an inside out bat path. Now that's not to say you still want to focus on hitting the baseball where it's pitched. That's something I preach all the time. So if it's an inside pitch, if he throws you a pitch that's middle in, I'm not telling you to keep your hands inside the ball like this and hit a dink ground ball to second base because you stayed inside it. That's not what I'm saying. That just means on this pitch, you really got to pull your hands in like this and hit the ball out in front, but pull this ball. And then a middle pitch, stay in the middle of the field, and then an away pitch, hit it to the opposite field, all right? But in general, your mental approach needs to be not an around the ball bat path, stay inside it. The next thing that will help you stay inside the baseball is making sure that your shoulders are tilted at the point of contact. And the reason I say that is because it's very difficult. You hear all the time, you hear, oh, you want to have a level swing, right? And so what is a level swing? If you over-exaggerate what a level swing means, level means flat, right? And so do you really want to have this flat swing just like this? And sometimes you hear, coaches or dads talk about you want your shoulders to be level. And at the point of contact, do you really want your shoulders to be level like this? Of course not, right? That doesn't look like any big league hitter you've seen on TV with flat shoulders. And so the way that the swing really works for the most elite hitters out there is in their stance. Yes, they have flat shoulders, but they're not trying to swing level because the pitch is not coming in level. The pitch is actually coming in on a downward plane, right? So if the pitch is coming in on a downward plane, we want to counteract that. Our bat needs to be traveling in a slightly upward fashion, okay? So the way it works is you want to start with, obviously, no matter how you stand, whether you got a narrow stance or a wide stance or whatever your stance looks like, you want to have your shoulders flat in your stance, right? It'd look kind of weird if I was like this, or it'd look kind of weird if I was like this in my stance, right? So I have nice athletic position, flat, level shoulders in my stance. Then I go into my load and my stride, and when my front foot hits the ground, when we get to that launch position, then you're gonna see some variation in the height of my shoulders. So I go into my load, I stride, and then at that point, my front shoulder is actually gonna be slightly lower than my back shoulder. You see that? If I put the bat here, you'll be able to notice. With the most elite hitters, this downward angle is about 9 degrees, okay? It's about 9 degrees. But you'll notice when my front foot lands, my shoulders are not level like this, and my front shoulder is definitely not higher. So I have this tilt going on here. What that allows me to do is my barrel gets on plane deep in the zone, and then I automatically do a really good job of staying inside the baseball. And then here's what I want to point out. My shoulders, look at this tilt. At the point of contact, my shoulders are tilted. They're not flat like this. Now they're also not this, it's not that extreme, right? But at the point of contact, okay, just make sure that you're staying inside the ball. And a great way to do that is, are my shoulders tilted like this, or am I trying to get them flat? If you want to get flat shoulders at the point of contact, it's very difficult to stay inside the ball when you do that. The next tip, I'll keep this one short because I already touched on it a little bit earlier in this video, but stay connected. So connection, being connected as a hitter is so critical, and I think it's not talked about enough, and I think hitters don't focus on it enough. But what does being connected mean? And I think the simplest way to describe being connected is everything in tight to your body? Do you look like one, tight, cohesive unit, a short, quick, compact, powerful swing, or do you allow things to get away from you? So here's what it looks like. A connected swing would be a short, quick swing where everything is in tight. You see my hands, see how my elbow is tucked in tight to my body? Everything is in here connected. This is gonna be a short, quick, powerful swing. But if I allow everything to get out here like this is disconnected. See how I'm trying to get extension at the point of contact? Everything is away from my body, right? That's disconnected. That's not what we want. And you might be thinking, well, why does it matter? Why can I not be disconnected? And the problem with being disconnected is you're not very strong there. You're not very strong. Are you stronger holding a plate out here like this, or are you stronger if you just held it in here? Everything in here is stronger, right? If you're chopping a tree, if this was a tree instead of a baseball, if this was a tree and instead of a baseball bat, this was an axe, okay? Would you chop it with your hands out here away from you like this, disconnected? No, that probably wouldn't feel too good, and you probably wouldn't be very effective at chopping the tree. What you would do is you'd wind up and you'd make contact just like this, right? You'd stay nice and connected. And then the last example I love to use is when you were a little kid and you were in gym class and you had to climb to the top of the rope, right? That rope going straight up to the ceiling, you had to climb to the top. Do you climb that rope with it away from your body like this? No, of course not. You hop on the rope, first thing, you tuck it in, you pull it in tight to your body, and then you climb it like this. Why do you do that? Because you're stronger there. So in the baseball swing, it's so important if you want to be a good hitter and do a really good job of staying inside the baseball, your thought process has to be stay connected, stay connected. And the last thing I want to touch on when it comes to staying inside the baseball, it's all about your arms and your elbows, okay? What do I mean by arms and elbows? Well, I want you to focus on maintaining the same distance apart with your elbows throughout your entire swing, okay? Hitters get into trouble when, if I'm in my stance and I start like this, you see the angle of my elbows when I'm in this position here? Hitters start to get in trouble when at any point in their swing, this angle changes, all right? So I go into my load, it shouldn't change. And my stride shouldn't change. I get to my launch position, shouldn't change. Now when my heel drops and I start the rotational part of my swing, my elbows are still the same distance apart. It's just my front elbow is obviously working this way now, but they're still the same distance apart. But you get in trouble when at any point in time, if this back elbow collapses and starts leading the knob and you've got that bat drag going on, you get in trouble there, okay? You also get in trouble when it comes to, we're talking about staying inside the baseball here, immediately in your swing at any point in time when your arms, start to get extended before the point of contact, they get to be out here like this. Again, this is a disconnected swing here. I'm not doing a good job of staying inside the baseball like this. So keep your elbows the same distance apart throughout your entire swing. And another thing that'll really be a good checkpoint for you to just see at the point of contact is your back elbow, your back arm, I should say, at the point of contact. Do you have a good L shape here or not? A connected inside the ball swing, you're gonna notice this really good L shape here. A disconnected swing, you're not gonna get that as much. And remember, at the point of contact, our arms are still bent. That's what I say arms and elbows for. The point of contact, our arms are bent. They're not straight. We're not trying to get extension at the point of contact, right? Extension happens, we make contact here, boom, and extension happens well after the point of contact. That's when our arms straighten out. So I know lots of you hitters out there, you love drills, right, that provide instant feedback, and I'm a big believer in those types of drills too. This is one of those drills. You get immediate feedback on, are you doing a good job staying inside the ball, or are you not? Are you getting disconnected? And so I like to call this the stay connected drill. You can use another tee back here. You can use a foam roller, really anything that if you make contact with it, it's not gonna, you don't wanna hurt yourself. You don't wanna hurt your wrists or anything like that. If you hit this, no big deal. But basically the way you're gonna position it is so, what our goal is here is, we're gonna take regular swings off of this tee, and we just wanna make sure that we're doing a good job of staying inside the baseball, staying connected here, and not making contact with this tee in the back. If we get disconnected, you'll notice if my first move is out like this, see how I'm gonna make contact there? So that's what we wanna avoid. So you just position this tee or foam roller or whatever, basically in your instep, right in front of your back foot here. Position it about even with your back hip, and then a little bit more outside than this particular tee right here. But if you already are losing your swing, back here it provides instant feedback on, nope, that's not what I want to do. And if you stay inside the ball, you're not going to make contact with this, and it'll be awesome, instant feedback for yourself on, yes, I did do a good job staying connected, and you'll hit the ball harder and further because of it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Hopefully it helps you take your hitting to that next level. If you liked it, do me a favor, smash that like button. I'd really appreciate that. It helps us out. So hit the thumbs up button and be sure to subscribe. That way you never miss any upcoming videos. We're coming out with new videos every week, all the time, that are designed to get you better. So subscribe, be sure your notifications are on. And then the very last thing, I put together a free bat speed boosters workout for you. It's 100% free. It's gonna help you take your bat speed to that next level. To grab it, all you have to do is click on the link in the comment section or just go to betterbatspeed.com, betterbatspeed.com. Thank you so much for watching today's video. We'll see you next time.